Here's a quick tour. We've got dwarf Orinoco over here on the left. The original mom is fruited, but all of her leaves burnt off over the winter. And so she pushed out her blossom and fruit here without any leaves, but she's attached to a number of other plants via that underground corm, so I'm hoping that she'll get enough nutrients to go ahead and finish that bunch. Over here, got a tree frog. I've got two in here. This is a green one, and there's another one that's silver. Much more silver than that one. It's a dwarf Namwa, hopefully. I won't know until it blooms, and I can check the pedicles, which are the things that connect the actual banana fruit to the base of the hand. Those should be purplish. If they are, that's good news, because these Namwas are the only ones that I'm growing that should have those. This here is a fake ice cream, which is actually a taller type of Namwa, so same deal. As soon as this thing fruits, I'll be able to tell if it is indeed what it's supposed to be. And I'm pretty sure that that's a pre flag that just got pushed out. It's about half the size of its other adult leaves here. So maybe a couple weeks and I'll see a flower. So we had that small bunch, and I've got this other matted dwarf Orinoco, and this is a hand that pushed out in the middle of winter, and I put a heater into this pool so that it would get warm and get up to like 80 degrees or so, and a steam, the warm water molecules would rise up off that and rise right up into this plant following the current. And the plan was to keep the blossom, the flower, warm enough that it would make some fruit, and it did, which was remarkable because it was right up against the roof, pointed upward at one point when it was 10 degrees, it was negative 10 degrees Fahrenheit outside. But the little steamer here made it through, helped it make it through. Williams hybrid died down to the ground, but it pushed out pups. Another dwarf Orinoco mat. This is the only one that was actually supposed to be a dwarf Orinoco. Those other two back there that have bunches hanging, those were supposed to be other things, but the nursery mislabeled them. I'll get two bunches out of here soon. This is an Alano Sapodilla. It's pushing out little blossoms. Dwarf Cavendish died down to the ground, pushed out 3 pups. Back there in the ground we got a Gluey Kai on the left. Back right's the dwarf Brazilian. That's a pretty old mom. She'll push out a blossom this year, I bet. The small one in the middle is a Grand Nain. It had a big, 6-foot pseudostem last fall, and it died down to the ground. Cavendishes did not fare well. And this closest one is an SH3640. Figs, Green Ischia, Black Mission in the pot, LSU Purple. It's a Pisang Cylon, little guy. It's a Dwarf Red. That's supposed to be a fake ice cream. It's a Dwarf Orinoco. These are 5 in-ground Black Mission figs. This dwarf Brazilian, I hacked it way back. It was maybe a 6-foot pseudostem. I hacked it back to 3 foot, and it tried to push out a normal sized leaf, and it extended so far without support that it just broke off. And after that,